Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial on evaluating logarithms. We're going to use a calculator sometimes, other times not. We're going to start with some simple ones, then some base 10, base C, and other bases. There's time codes in the description if you want to skip ahead. I'm going to show you a lot of special cases as well, with lots of examples here. When it says simple, you might not think it's simple because these ones we just use the calculator. These ones we don't, but it's simple in the format rather than in the difficulty. Okay, so here we go. There's a rule you've got to know. Log base b of b to the x equals x. Then everything's easy. Okay, so all these ones we can do without a calculator. Log base 3 of 81. 81 is 3 to the power 4, so that's 4. Now these two here are special cases you need to know. Log base 3 of 3. 3 is 3 to the power 1, so that's 1. Works for anything. Log base 10 of 10 is 1. Log base 17 of 17 is 1. Log base 3 of 1, well, 1 is 3 to the power 0. So the answer is 0. Same with anything. Log of any base of 1 is 0. Okay, here's some simple ones you can try. Pause the video if you want and try these. Okay, so here are the answers. Log base 2 of 2048. 2048 is the power of 2 to the power 11, so it's 11. 625 is 5 to the power 4, so this is 5 to the power negative 4, so the answer is negative 4. 3 is the fourth root of 81, so it's 81 to the power 1/4, so the answer is 1/4. Okay, so they're a little bit harder to do, but they're still simple in terms of the format of the question. So look for patterns first. Look for patterns first. Okay, for everything else we can use our calculator. So let's get rid of this sign and let's see what we can do now. Evaluating logarithms with base 10. So you can see here in the blue the 10 to the power x, and underneath that is log. So this log is log base 10. So log base 10 of 10,000, well, this is 10 to the power 4, so this is 4. And log base 10 of 0.0001, well, that's 1/10,000th, so it's negative 4. Let's just check that. Log of 0.0001, close brackets, negative 4. Let's just check these two. Log base 10, you'll remember from previous slide, is 1. And log base 10 of 1 is 0. Just check that. Log of 1. Alright. And in these three, there's no pattern here. These are not powers of 10, so you're just going to have to type it in. Okay, so log 81. Now, you see every time I close the brackets, you don't have to close the brackets, but it's actually a good habit to get into. Alright, but here's a nice thing we can do. We've got 81 here, we've got 810 here, so let's just copy paste. Highlight it, press enter, put a 0 on it, close the brackets, and oh, look at that, 1.91, 2.91. You can use your log laws and check why that's true. We're rounding to 3 significant figures, by the way. Okay, and this one, log of 3607, 3607 is 3.56, and of course that'll make sense to you because log of 1000 is 3, log of 10,000 is 4. This is in between 1000 and 10,000, and it's not a linear scale, so it's, you know, not even halfway, but this is more than halfway between 3 and 4. So you can have a think about that and think about what the graph looks like and think about how you understand that. Okay, let's do some base e now. Okay, so the same rule applies. Log to base e of e to the x equals x. But log to base e, we can call that natural log, and ln is this button here. Let me clear everything off. Ln is this button here, and so it makes everything easier. So we're going to use ln. Now you can do this in your head. You should all really recognize that's 4, but let's do it in this. There's ln. E to the power x is just above it, so e to the power x. Make that a 4. You have to come outside to close your brackets. Even though you don't have to do it to get the right answer in a calculator, do it anyway. Good habit. It will help you with the harder questions later. So there we go. We know our theory's right, or we know our calculator works. Okay, and this one, well, this will be e to the negative 3, so the answer here is negative 3. So these ones, you just put them straight in. Ln 81. And Ln 500. I say Ln because I'm from Australia. Some Americans say Lon. Ln makes sense to me. There we go, 3 significant figures. All right. Almost finally. Let's do other bases. Now this change of base theorem is really important. This will really help you. So if now I want, instead of log base 10 or log base e, I have log base 4, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to use this theorem. So I'm going to go log 81, close brackets, divided by log 4. That's why it's important to get in the habit of closing brackets so you don't make a mistake here. And that'll be 3.17. But just to show that it's true, right, this can be any base. So Ln 81 divided by Ln 4 should give me the same answer, and it does. And if you're using a TI-84 Plus, or other calculators have similar functions, you can press this button here, Math, find this one that says log base, and you can put log base 4 of 81, and you'll get the same answer as well. Now, I don't tend to use that function because actually most of the time it's less buttons to just press this. Okay, and use this formula, and it's a good way to remember the formula by constantly doing it. But you'll see that's there. Yeah, log base 7 of 81. Well, since we've already got it, let's copy and paste. Log base 7 of 81. 2.58. Let's just check it the other way. Log 81 divided by log 7. There we go. 2.56. All right, and let's just keep going. Log 81 of 33, so it should be just over 1. And it is. And because 81 is less than 100, so it's less than 100 to the power 1, so it's got to be less than 1. Let's just check it. Log 81 divided by log 100. Perfect. Okay, so why is this useful? Let's do one practical example to show why it's useful. Okay, 200 people are infected by a virus, but the number of people infected is growing by 50% each day. How long will it take until 1,000 people are infected? Okay, so here's our formula for us. Let's say n is the number of people and d is the number of days. So n equals 200, the number you start with, times 150%, 1.5, to the number of days. Okay, so we want to know when n will be 1,000. 1,000 divided by 200 is 5. So to find d, I've got to take the log of both sides, and it'll be log base 1.5 of 5. Now if I put that in my calculator, log of 5 divided by log 1.5, or again I could use this log base function, log base 1.5 of 5, 3.96. So in approximately 4 days, 1,000 people will be infected. All right, there we go. That's evaluating logarithms. Have fun solving math problems and stay safe from the virus.